Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. The unmistakable Daniel van Buyten.
One of those players that's been there, done it, got the T-shirt.
And perhaps that's his greatest strength, Jim, his experience.
Certainly one of them, Peter, although for me his all-round game is what impressed most. He's a credible goal threat too, both inside the box and from range.
And the shot! It's in!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage... Shot at goal! Really well taken goal. Not one, but two. It is a dream start. Was there ever any doubt?
Oh, that's excellent composure because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
Atletico Paranaense are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Deep cross.
This is the time you need that pace.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Look at the space here. And it's Cruyff. And here's Messi. Xabi Alonso. He's picked his way through. Oh, what a climb! It's hit the crossbar. And it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Cruyff at his razor-sharp best there.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
A case now of complete control. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, that's fabulous! Now it's Cruyff. Messi. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, that's a key interception. Vieira. And this is Van Basten. Nedved. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Looking for the run. Vieira. And that is as far as they're going to go. And this is Xabi Alonso. Rijkaard. Tries to pass it through. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Carvajal. He's found a way through. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Barcelona with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Terrific header! And somehow he kept it out.
I think he did really well to get the shot away, to be honest, given how much pressure he was under at the time.
Big header! And that was very necessary. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Atletico Paranaense have established themselves in a position of absolute supremacy, An action-packed 45 minutes, and they have raced into a 3-goal lead.
Substitutions taking place.
There's the start of the second half. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bergomi. Gattuso proves too strong. Tries to play it through. And he cuts out the supply. Vieira. And it's Messi. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Suarez couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then.
It's Luis Suarez! Outstanding save to keep that out.
Substitution for Atletico Paranaense.
Atletico Paranaense can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, it looks like they just want to introduce a new focal point to the attack.
Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. He has found the way through. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Now, Rijkaard has another go. Oh, taken with style. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Barcelona give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. And here's Messi. Xabi Alonso. Serginho. Plays a sharp little ball here. Incoming delivery. He gets big. No mistake. And the lead is extended still further. Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So now the difference is 3. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Schmeichel gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Serginho promptly onto that, and that is that. Threads one in. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Cruyff. Oh, super find.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
And here comes the corner. It's their second corner of the game. Header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Has a look and plays it forward. He's shifting through the gears here. Marquinhos gets a foot in here. Marquinhos did just about enough to come out on top there. And Messi! Goal! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
It's become a case of men against boys. That'll be a throw.
Substitution in progress. There will be 5 minutes added time.
Stojkovic. Now it's Rafael and he shoots! Keeper always had the measure of that. So, third corner of the game. Vieira tries to clear. And that's a good ball. And he'll shoot here! Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Messi taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go.
I think it's only right for me to respectfully acknowledge Fabio Cannavaro as being a little giant.
Yeah, not the tallest of centre-halves, but amongst the most commanding.
Yeah, and whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for in other areas. Anticipation, timing and tactical intelligence, they're all top class.
Messi. Now, can they get him away? Well timed, excellent interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Stoichkov. Oh, easy pickings there. Played out to the right.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And a chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Some really good ball movement.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Okazaki charging forward, the ball at his feet. He is through here. Tries the cross. Schmeichel claims it without any fuss. Almost half an hour in now. And here's Kane. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Xabi Alonso, and that's really well manoeuvred. Kokchu. And that was nowhere near his best. Passing is crisp and sharp. And there's a searching pass. Cleared away. Kane, over to the left. And it's Messi. Out towards the flank. Messi. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's taking no chances there. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. And he's picked it up out wide. Cross in, looks like a good one. Tries to get it clear. And there's the end of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So your views on the first half?
Solid. Very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Atletico Paranense clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Now it's Messi. Messi stood his ground strongly. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Couldn't squeeze it through. The ball's gone astray. And this is Bale. Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Oh, well played, well played. Cannavaro gets it clear. Could be danger here. Oh, that's fabulous. Stoichkov. Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he cuts out the supply. Kokchu. Kane. Xabi Alonso.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
And they're quick to get it back. And here's Messi. And it's Xavi Alonso.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And that was very necessary.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Tries to pass it through. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Substitution in progress.
It's crossed into the middle. Nesta deals with that comfortably.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And the referee brings it to a close. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Atletico Paranense can always take...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, it's not very often you look at your goalkeeper as a source of inspiration, but I think we can make an exception for Gianluigi Donnarumma. Such an incredible player, one of the safest pair of hands around.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Bergomi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And the pass is intercepted. Cruyff. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Mbappe. Now it's Messi. That is good strength. Ah, such a clever touch. Alonso. Messi. Decent chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Azar. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So it is still 0-0. Cruyff looking to be a menace in the final third. And he was quick to react. Camavinga, ambitious ball here. Camavinga is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And this is Luis Suarez. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Not the most convincing of passes. Alexander-Arnold, and it's Messi. Half an hour played now. Pass somewhat off target. Cruyff, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Played out to the left flank, back into the middle. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Messi, and it's Cruyff. Shot could be on. There's the delivery.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Foot in. Cruyff. That's a cute ball. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Cruyff. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Gets a good foot in there. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Reflections on the first half?
Solid. Very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end. But defensively, I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Van Dijk. Camavinga. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Camavinga. And it's Azar. Azar going face-to-face with his great rival. Nesta gets it away. Azar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
That's good defensive concentration.
And this is Luis Suarez. And he's managed to get free. They're urging him to shoot. Pavlovic gets it clear.
substitutions taking place.
Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. Can he get it through? And that's a good ball. Cruyff. No, no way through. Now it's Bale. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. It's Alonso! That is decidedly lacking.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Cruyff, Mbappe.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Now it's Ribery. Atletico Paranaense perhaps contemplating their next change here. Alexander-Arnold.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Now, what about a counter-attack? No, it's come to nothing.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal.
Now it's Bale. Bale charging forward, the ball at his feet. Camavinga. And here's Inzaghi. And no, that was never going to make it. Camavinga. Now Cruyff.
There will be 1 minute.
So just one extra minute for stoppages. Now it's Bale. Now that looks a decent ball. Xabi Alonso climbs up big! And the whistle goes, so nearly a telling finale, but it ends 0-0. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. Well, we're on the way.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa Curta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them, and his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
Sweeper, defensive midfield player.
Yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball, being almost as important as what he did at the back.
Oh, that's a fine interception.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Nedved. Now it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Lovely, now then. That's really well cleared. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, it's a great... And Messi! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Atletico Paranaense with the corner. They're first. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Messi. Shoots! Now, who's going to be first to this? Milan are looking to go forward now. It's a threatening ball. Messi! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. Cleared away. Driving forward. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. Nice interception, well timed. And that has been clubbed away. Costa Curta. Nedved. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And the pass is intercepted.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into not... Takes the shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Puskás just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
That pass has been well intercepted. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
And we come to you now with
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0.
substitutions taking place.
And the action is back underway.
Atletico Paranaense clearly have been the better side.
And the shot! Goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Luis Suarez.
Atletico Paranaense have taken the lead.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Oh, this looks sharp. Looking for the run. Atletico Paranaense come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Nedved conjures time and space where few can. Knocks it out wide. Cafu. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, that's a key interception. Luis Suarez looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Now that looks a decent ball. And the flag has stayed down. And Messi! Oh, crossbar! Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
And here's Bale. Xabi Alonso. That's tidy. And it's Vieira. Messi. Atletico Paranaense still have the cards to affect this game. Nedved. Just about up to 75 minutes. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Milan really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Costa Curta cuts out the pass. Now it's Puskas. Messi. Big chance! Really well taken goal. AC Milan are all square.
Mbappe really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Substitution for Milan, number 17.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Messi.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
On the field, number 20.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Number 7, Griezmann.
Oh, it's a foul there right on the edge of the box. Atletico Paranaense have been handed a game-changing chance. The ball is on the spot. Here we go. Goal! Atletico Paranaense! Not much more than a formality.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
Atletico Paranaense take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
It looks to be the correct call, Peter, and in the circumstances, it really had to be.
And that was very necessary.
Been indicated.
Now it's Azar. Lam. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Bale proves just a little bit too strong. Tries to cross. Terrific header! And yes, it's there! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike. Certain, searing, and imperious.
He was always going to do that.
And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway. Nesta, this guy undoubtedly the centre of attention here for more reasons than just one. This is his 300th game.
Well, Peter, I can't attest to this personally, not having made it to that many appearances myself, but you only need to look around to see.
Tries a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Platini clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Platini goes short. And this is Bale. It's Bale! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Can he spark a counter here? Cruyff. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Messi! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Nedved. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And it's Bale. Now it's Platini. Cruyff. And this is Batistuta. Quality ball. Batistuta showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Davids. It's a really well-measured ball. Can he get it through?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, that pass isn't the best. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. No, that's been intercepted. And he's managed to get rid. Now it's Luis Suarez. Plays a sharp little ball here. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. It's a searching pass. No luck with that dink over the top. Adams is there and he can pick it up. That is ended up in no man's land. Vieira. Messi. Now it's Cruyff. And there's green grass ahead of him. Can he finish? Superb goal!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
Nedved duly reaps his reward, kept his cool. And there's the end of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Atletico Paranaense are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. Terrific header! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Keeper has taken decisive action. And it's Messi. He's having a go! He's done very well to get to that.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. There's the header! He scores! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Great corner, and he did the rest.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Substitution for Palmeiras. Number 11.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening.
He gets big! It's there! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! Certain, searing, and imperious.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Atletico Paranaense are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Up he goes! Oh, denied at the last.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
KOLLER. And this is Messi. Great ball if he can get there. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Bale is wide and looking to get onto this. Nice control. Bale puts the ball in. And that has been knocked clear. And he's had a hit! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Davids. Now it's Yamal. That's been cut out, well played. That's a sharp pass. Guti. Now that looks a decent ball. Great ball, and he's in here. Here comes the cross.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Played back in. Davids. And it's Cannavaro. That's Rijkaard. And that will be it. Atletico Paranaense, just a thrill to witness here. Quick. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Well, there's one man here who stands head and shoulders above the rest in just about every aspect of the game. It is, of course, Jim, the great Paolo Maldini.
Yeah, I feel like bowing here because it's him. He's simply the greatest of them all, the inspiration for so many top-class defenders.
Hernes. Now, can they get him away? Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Cruyff. Messi. Oh, that's a fine interception. Beckham. Hernes. Pele. Pele goes steaming forward. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Not the most convincing of passes. Xavi Alonso. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Up towards the front line. Nedved. He has found the way through. It's Nedved! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Hernes. Beckham. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Bale. He's found a way through. Plays it. He's had a shot! Goal! Milan! First blood drawn. His position was perfect. The invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Milan have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Messi. And the counter is on. Now it's Luis Suarez. He's in a great position here. And he's straight offside.
Atletico Paranaense really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now it's Cruyff. Looking to play him in. He's in space and goes for the shot! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
And they're quick to get it back. Beckham. And it's Thuram. Nesta. Hernes, looking to add to his goal. He's shifting through the gears here. Swept in. Vieira gets rid without sophistication. Suarez looking to penetrate opposition lines. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Hernes just eases him off the ball. Xavi Alonso. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Can he get on the end of this? Messi! He's charged for a shot! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Atletico Paranaense really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Tries to play it through. Chance! It's there! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant. Cruyff really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Well, that has not gone well. Xavi Alonso. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He's through now. Can he finish? Oh, it's come loose. He's trying his best to keep it in play here.
There will be 1 minute.
Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Luis Suarez. Well read, and the danger is averted. And we've reached half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Atletico Paranaense really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And we are already promptly back underway.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Messi. Can he finish? And it's a goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Milan take the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Substitution in progress.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Change being made here, presumably to tighten their defence.
Look, only time will tell now if this is the right decision, but at least the manager hasn't dawdled. You know, he's reacted quickly, and it needed that.
And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Now then, clash of the egos.
Beckham. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a sharp pass. So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? That's good play. Lahm could try cutting inside here. Tries to get it clear. Nedved going face to face with his great rival. And now the breakaway. Threads one in. Oh, it's played into the area. Thuram attempts a clearance. And he's quick to get it clear again. Bergomi is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Aimed beyond the defence. And that is expertly dealt. Shot a goal! And he hits the net! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, this looks sharp.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn. Del Piero really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Shoots! Goal! Atletico Paranaense! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Atletico Paranaense go into the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Atletico Paranaense are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, they can break here. Nesta cuts it out. Vieira. Messi. Bale. And he's cut it out. And this is Bale. It's Bale! He should have put that one away.
Bale really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Atletico Paranaense with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, what a climb! Oh, taken with style! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Davids. And here's Bale. Davids. And it's Del Piero. He is through here. Xavi Alonso. Pele. And here's Del Piero! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Del Piero clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Messi. Knocks it into space. Bale is onto this. Maldini. Messi. Nesta gives no quarter whatsoever. Now it's Messi. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that is as far as it goes. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, And there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. And no, that was never going to make it. Park Ji-sung. Well read, and the danger is averted. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh no, he's got that wrong. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Mbappe. Rijkaard. Now, can they get him away? Mbappe. That's very neat. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he skips past his man. Great run on the overlap here. And here's Rijkaard. Thuram, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. It's a throw-in.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Jordan Henderson has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Mbappe! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival.
Paris Saint-Germain really are trying to go early and direct here, Peter. There's definitely a conscious effort to almost bypass midfield and get someone in quickly.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And the long ball is ridiculed somewhat, but long passing will always have a respect, particularly if it picks out the movement up front, of course.
Vieira. Nedved. Nedved can so cleverly bypass the press. Hazard. Hazard. And it's Messi. And here's Xabi Alonso. Messi. Messi! Messi! Genius! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
So we have the first goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And here's Messi. Great vision. It's Alonso! Danger averted for now. Messi. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Can he get on the end of this? He's got away. Real chance here. Takes a shot! It's in! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Parry. And it's half-time here. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1.
Kindly remove it, as it is about to be towed away. Substitutions taking place.
So we're into the second 45.
Atletico Paranense are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And it's Messi. That's a lovely, neat pass. Lam is always looking to play quality balls. And that's aimed into the middle. Cleared without hesitation. Cruyff. Oh, that's nice. Oh, what's he giving here? No, the referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Rijkaard gets his final warning.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
He's having a good look here. Nedved! Crosses it in. And it's hoisted clear. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Azar. Park Ji-sung. Almost an hour gone. Hazard goes steaming forward. Oh, perfectly measured that. Goes for a shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well,
there's the shot! No mistake! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less. Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain, number 9.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. So, all square, and not for the first time. Well, oh, shooting chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Nice. And another try! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
It's Park Ji-sung. That ball looks a good one. Van Nistelrooy! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, what has happened here? That's a throw. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Throw in. Oh, that's neat. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Cannavaro getting this one clear. Nedved has a shot! Oh, should have put that away.
Nedved fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
And it's Van Nistelrooy. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous content. And a chance! Van Nistelrooy! Goal after wonderful goal! About as smooth as it gets. And they've got their lead back. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Paris Saint-Germain get themselves into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Wan-Bissaka. The final 5 minutes. KOLLER. And that pass just didn't quite work. Van Dijk gets it away. And it's Bale. Plays a sharp little ball here. Now the chance! And yes, it's there! We thought it was over. It's all square once more. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
Bale. That is a brilliant interception. That's a little off target. It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So a short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain, number 11, Mbappe.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Atletico Paranaense displayed great character to force extra time from what looked a pretty ominous situation. The question now is, can they go on to win it? It is doable. Can he spark a counter here? Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Hazard. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And he's chosen to go back. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Out of play for a throw. That'll be a throw-in. Rijkaard. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Guti. Ribéry is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Van Nistelrooy.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And that's it for the first half of extra time. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them?
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain, number 13, Park Ji-sung.
Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes?
Number 22,
Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? And he plays one through. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Nicely weighted ball. Bale looking to run onto it. And that is not finding anyone. Hazard. Hazard with the delivery. Nicely aimed pass. Guti. Lam. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Ribéry. Ribéry crosses.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Chiesa. And he's had a shot! The whistle has gone, the end of 120 minutes football.
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show in watching both teams refusing to lose. I mean, they both ran their socks off.
Well, the players look exhausted, but one last act. We're back in a moment for penalties. They could really do with scoring the first penalty. And he's found the net.
I thought he handled the pressure really well there. His focus cut right through it.
Bale is engaging in a bit of mind games before stepping up. Coolly done, one each.
Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
Hazard will take their second. That's a good penalty.
I thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
KOLLER is second man up.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
Olise is third in line. No! Denied remarkably!
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
Ribéry is the third man to step forward. Oh, good take. Keeper committed himself.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
Paris Saint-Germain looking to draw level. Would have taken the keeper with it.
Well, you can't approach a penalty with any doubt, or you'll have to rely on luck.
Nedved comes up, their fourth taker.
I thought he handled the pressure really well there. His focus cut right through it.
Paris Saint-Germain are looking to save match point. Sticks it away.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, and didn't change.
So this to seal it. I saved it!
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that. The way he was moving beforehand, very good save.
A huge pressure penalty, reserved only for the bravest of men. Keeper's gone the wrong way.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
So can he do it? Can he keep them alive? Dispatched! There will be more of this.
I thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
Through to 7 and we're still going. And he sticks it away.
Well, you can't approach a penalty with any doubt, or you'll have to rely on luck.
The margin of error is 0. Dispatched! There will be more of this.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
Where does this end? Their 8th penalty taker. Dispatched emphatically.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
Lest you need reminding, miss this and it is over. No! Saved it! And their fate is sealed. So it has all ended in hurt. The team played their part in a terrific...